there's Tawnie. Let me bring her in.
It says requested. It says
There she
request
goes.
sent.
Did you pop it?
It's circling. It's circling. It's doing.
It's circling,
doing
guys.
its thing today. It's coming in.
Hi. Listen, y'all. This system tries to give us a whirlwind of trouble every single time we log in, as if we're doing this for the first time every time. I don't know what it is. Oh, but I'm up to Woosah, and we are at y'all. If y'all can see the behind the scenes of us logging in, like literally today, I was logged out of every single contraption. Like I don't log out of anything. We could not log into anything for a good 12 to 15 minutes. So whatever, we're here today, guys. So that's going to change our subject and make it. Our subject today is talking about, in spite of having given ourselves grace in the process of us going through natural anxiety and figuring out, hey, we got to get logged on, we got to get on here. They're expecting us to be on here and things not working. We learn to talk ourselves through it and not go crazy. Because, so think about, you have the two things on your shoulder, one the little angel, one the little devil. And the devil is like, go crazy, anxiety, just say forget it. You're not gonna be able to log on. Where the angel is like, it's called peace. Give yourself grace. You're logged out. Maybe you're logged out right now because the moment you log in, it's going to be that one person that needs to hear your voice. If you would have logged in that 12 to 15 minutes earlier, maybe you would have missed that one person. So I got to look at it as that. I mean, I'm going to find the grace or the bright in everything, guys, because literally for 15 minutes, we were trying to get logged in. There is nothing else to say, but like, seriously, that's what y'all wanted to do to us today. So today we're going to shift our focus. We're going to shift as far as learning to listen to ourselves. In a conversation, as I was trying to log in for this last 12 to 15 minutes, Tawnie was having a conversation with herself about making a decision on how we were going to proceed today. And y'all know Tuesday, and generally we would do strength and stamina with Tawnie and Tracey. But guess what, guys? You have to learn to give yourself grace and listen to your body. Tawnie is getting ready to travel to San Francisco. So she already knows that's too much for her mind, her brain, and to mentally focus to be ready. You have to listen to your body say, hey, strength and stamina, we're building our strength and stamina to build endurance. But for me to do that today as a survivor, possibly overworking myself and to be able to get myself going to be prepared for the week, that would have been too much. I could shift to myself as I'm preparing for the Survivor event for Saturday. I have been nonstop doing a bunch of things. Yes, I'm not, and I'm going to apologize, even though I shouldn't be, but I am not as active on social media as Tawnie is. Like, so if y'all see the crazy stuff that I do every day, but I just can't figure out how to make y'all see it, I should have definitely already said to Tawnie, hey, we can't do the strength and stamina today because I've already this morning done 5 other things, and it's just been a lot. So, but at the same time, my body and my brain moves a lot faster than other people, and it's used to me pushing myself past my limits. So saying that to say that's not a great thing, but it's used to me doing that. So to use that as an example for me to say, hey guys, listen to yourself, listen to your bodies, give yourself grace. I have to learn to take that for myself to say, hey, slow down, Tracey. Sit down. You may not be able to do strength and stamina today because I literally was telling Tawnie, hey, we could possibly do it for 10, 11 minutes. And then I need to run out the door to do something else. Guess what? 10, 11, 12, 15 minutes. We were trying to get logged on. And I still have to get ready to run out the door. So just imagine if we were doing that and then I need to get up, then I have to go and change. So guess what? We're not doing strength and stamina. We had to shift our focus and shift our thoughts to say, hey, get out here and teach people what else is important. And important is, hey, we're going to get on here and talk about life as a survivor, switching things up at the last minute, learning how to adjust, learning how to still move through it and have peace of mind, and actually being able to shift and be at peace with being able to shift so we can refocus and recenter and say, hey, these are the things that are important, guys. And listen, in that 4 minutes of me talking, I have so much more peace. You know what, Kat? You're not gonna be doing that to my friend right now. You're not. She was behind your head the entire time.
No, I know, but you don't have to use your claws. I don't know. You may have to turn down your volume when I talk. You hear, like on one of them, on your phone, maybe.
Does that work now, guys?
I don't know. Can you hear it? I don't know. It's okay. Tell us if it sounds okay. It is not easy though. I do want to share that about the adapting to changes, and I don't know if other survivors notice that. Like my mom says that's still one of the hard things is that I don't. She goes, you used to pivot a lot easier. I'm better at it. Like me and Tracey were saying, looking at it positively. Like I'm always like, this is making me stronger. This is showing me how much I really want to do this. And I always joke, I'm like, you're testing me to see how strong I am and how patient I am and how much I really care. Like you said, because sometimes it is easier to just like say, I don't need to do it at all. We don't need to show up. It's fine. Everything's messed up. You could look at it as the signs are there telling me that I shouldn't be doing this, or I look at it as it's testing me to see like, and it's making me stronger because soon it's going to be so easy and we're not going to have all these tech difficulties.
Yeah, and that's true. But when we look at it, I got to take everything as, it's like how we were saying, like soon it's not going to be, soon it will be easy and we won't have all these issues. But I keep feeling like we having all these issues because it's teaching us both something. Like I know with me, patience and peace, because I'm completely ready to just know, let it happen right now. Literally, guys, when I say every single app that we use, from Facebook to Instagram to Richard, everything was logged out. Like, so imagine I'm supposed to just hit a click of the button, we log in, and we're on every system. I literally had to go back to remember all of the passwords to log myself back in. So that was a task in itself, guys. So I just had to smile the whole time through. I'm trying to figure this out, and Tawnie's like, it's okay, it's okay. And she's walking me through. So saying that to say, guys, that takes me back to last week when we were talking about, do you have a support system? What is your support system? What does that look like? As in the process of me trying to get logged back in, instead of me going crazy and having this whole anxiety fit, and oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. Tawnie was talking me through it. My support team was talking me through it. Say, girl, it's okay. Yes, this does suck. This is happening like this. But as my support system, she says, we're going to keep smiling. We're going to talk about this hair. We're going to do makeup. It was just a beautiful time. Because if she was freaking out like I was freaking out, guys, we probably wouldn't be logged in right now. We'd probably be like, okay, yeah, we just can't do this at the moment. But guys, we're going to make this happen regardless. So again, that goes back to learning to shift in the midst of something that's uncertain. Learning to shift and when you're not ready. And if we think about that statement in itself, that's as a stroke survivor, we had to learn to shift. Your echo is bad. My echo. Where are we getting the echo from? I'm trying to figure that out. Let's see.
Yeah. No, that's why. So I tried it the other way because I have my Bluetooth thing. And so I don't know if it's your phone. So like, here, turn your phone down. So you can only hear through Bluetooth.
I'm on mute.
Now let's see. Do you guys hear that?
Let's hear that.
Sorry, guys. Hold on. Do y'all hear the echo?
It's not as bad as it was.
So do you hear it now, guys?
I think we fixed it. I think it was because the microphones were picking up the phone.
Okay, because I'm on mute, guys. Could y'all let us know if you can hear echo, or are we good now?
Is it better?
Well, not as bad. Okay, thank you, William.
Okay.
So again, that goes back to learning to adjust and shift. But as stroke survivors, guys, that was an adjustment in life because nobody knew, hey, you know what, at age 37, you're gonna wake up and have a stroke. No one knew at Tawnie's when she had hers, hey, you're gonna wake up and have a stroke. So the thing is, having a stroke was an immediate shift that we had to adjust to. Having a stroke was an immediate shift that we had to learn to figure out how to embrace in this process of, hey, now we are living the life as the strokes of our life. Now we're living the life as survivors, figuring out, hey, what are the best ways and best tactics I can learn to live and love again, in spite of this shift that I was not ready for, in spite of this thing that was just thrown to me, this life-changing experience. So we're talking about today the small things that we had to face. And you know what? The Lord is so good, because after talking about why do we keep having to go through these things, that's why. Because listen, these are things that are small that we were going through of trying to get back logged in. I could have freaked out. But girl, you went through a whole stroke and you still here today, still able to smile. That's God saying, listen, learning to adjust, learning to shift. And in spite of, hey, we still find out and figure out reasons to smile. So this small little fluke that I went through today, not being able to log in.
And just being kind to yourself.
Yes. But that when you think about it, like think about the things that we do every single day that we're freaking out about. That we're like, oh my gosh, I should have did. So all of these things, and it's really what today's lesson is, just teaching us to be kind to ourselves, learning how to shift in the midst of the unknown, learning how to be kind to yourself, learning how to take a breath and say, okay, take a breath and say, okay, I got this. It's not that bad. We're going to adjust. We're going to make this happen. Well, wherever you're being thrown at right now, we're going to make it happen. We're going to make the best of it. So we started off saying we don't know why this happened, but thank you, Lord, because we know why this happened. We are stroke survivors. We've had much bigger shifts, much bigger situations that were unknown. We survived. I'm 5 years post Tawnie's. She has two different, she's 8 years and she's a year post. So all of those things, guys, we got to look at. It looked like we were frozen on one.
Well, I just know that you have to go, so that's why I was just trying to let you wrap it up. I was like, I know that you like have to.
No. So go ahead and talk, because you were frozen on one, so that's why I stopped talking. I needed to make sure they can hear us.
No, just that you can remind yourself of that, because in your journey, especially in the beginning, a lot of times you're it's easier to get angry and frustrated at things. Like you get frustrated when you drop stuff, you get frustrated when you fall.
And I'm not taking that away. You still will. But when you learn that you're like, okay, this is just practice. Like I'm just going through this to get better. It helps. Yeah. And having, like she said, having support system, having somebody like help you through it. And not just telling you like,
calm down, it's not a big deal. That doesn't help anyone. I don't care if you have a brain injury or not. Telling someone when they're upset
to calm down just doesn't help. Instead, offer solutions,
offer support.
Yes, all of those things, and that's true. So, but when you look at it as survivors, what we need to help us to live better is we need the support. We need a support team. We need a support group. We need that friend. We need somebody to constantly remind us, hey, yes, it's not where we thought we wanted to be. It's not where we would have wished and hoped we were going to be. But today, where we are now, as long as we have a breath of life, guys, we still have a chance to get better. So when we literally, as I said, to really shift as something as small as, hey, I couldn't get logged in, I didn't freak out. That was a shift that was unexpected. Hey, guys, we had a stroke, a big shift that was unexpected. Where we are today, it's much bigger and much better because we have learned to adjust. And so the reason, and so going back to why we're saying this is, so think about the day-to-day things that we go through, the day-to-day things that we beat ourselves up about. Let's give ourselves a little grace, because there's so much more, there's so much bigger that we could freak out about, but we got to sit back and say, hey, I made it through that. So this little fluke here of me not being able to log in, I'm not going to lose my hoops off of that. I'm going to give myself grace, guys. And that's what it is. So if we don't learn anything, let's give ourselves a little more grace in spite of the unexpected, in spite of the unknown. Hey, give yourself a little piece to say, instead of spazzing out, find a reason to smile, guys. And if you can't find it, you might need that friend or the support team like we were talking about last week. Because I was on the phone with Tawnie the whole time in the midst of my spaz out, and she's just smiling and laughing and was making me smile and laugh. And I'm still like, Tawnie, she's like, you're making it through? I'm like, Tawnie, I'm really not making it through. And she's like, come on, girl. Like literally. And then she goes, we should have recorded this. Well, we could have, but at the same time, we didn't record it, guys. I'm telling you, I was spazzing out, and Tawnie was just smiling. And just have it, and so saying that, guys, you may not have that person right there in your face smiling, but I want you to think about, hey, it's it may not be that bad. So take a breath and say it may not be that bad. And I've been through worse, but right now in this very moment, I'm gonna get through this. And it's just gonna give you more peace. It may not give you peace in that particular moment, but when it's all said and done, you're gonna be like, you know what, that wasn't really that bad. And here, we're here now. So guys, we are ending this. I apologize about the echo. We're gonna figure this out next time. Wherever we're at now, I think we have everything muted. That's what took the echo away. So Tawnie, noted for the both of us, we are muting everything to make sure you don't have an echo. But thank you, William, and we will see y'all later.
Later next week. Bye, guys. It's crazy. Check the channel.
Yes.